Good morning guys and welcome to my first HIIT class this week. Warm-up is about to get started. It'll be the warm-up we use all week for my classes, so stay tuned. Let's get ready to go. The first part of the warm-up is just to set a timer for 3 minutes and do 4 of each exercise you see. First of all is our side touches. Take 1 step to the side and reach for the floor and then go straight over to the other side. Doesn't matter about perfect back position or anything for these, we're just getting you moving. And then we're into our mountain climbers, big strides to either side, taking the foot outside the hand, lowering the hips and lifting the chest. Make these fairly quick, trying to get the heart rate up. And then we're on to our ankle compasses. So standing on one leg, you're going to reach your toes out to north, south, east and west. And you're bending into it like a squat each time just to get that little bit of extra range. On your standing leg, try to keep your knee over your middle of your foot, so no matter where you reach, you're trying not to buckle the knee in. Just going to get a bit of ankle movement, a bit of leg work and warming up your balance as well. This can be a good exercise to do barefoot as well if you've got time to take your shoes on and off in your workout, and it's a great way of just warming up the ankle mobility and strengthening the hips. 4 each of those does take a little while, but we're nearly done, and then we'll go on to our side twists, just reaching across one way and then across the other way. Once we've done 4 of these each side, we go back to our side punches and just keep going for 3 minutes. Okay, so we've done our 3-minute warm-up. We've got another 2-minute warm-up coming up. So just have a little drink if you need it. Make sure you're ready to go. And we'll get started on those in just a moment. So now it's 2 each of each movement, starting with our hip touches. So we're going to be in our press-up position, feet wide enough to stop you from losing balance. And then you're going to touch the opposite hip with the opposite hand twice each side. And then we go down into our child pose, reach across one way and then the other way. We do that twice each side. And then we're going to stand up and do some lunges. And each time we get to the bottom of the lunge, we reach the arms up nice and high. Try not to arch through the back to get that range. Try to make it happening at the shoulder. Reach nice and high. And that's 2 each side. So then we're going to go back to our hip touches again. Just keep moving through these for 2 minutes. By the end of this warm-up, you should have mobilized your shoulders and your hips, your ankles and your knees, and you should have a bit more awareness of your hip control, your core control, as well as just generally having raised your heart rate and your body temperature. Okay, so for our HIIT class today, we're going to be using our Tabata format, which is 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to do 16 rounds, and every 4 rounds, the exercise is going to change. The movement is going to be quite varied today. We need to keep you learning new movements while you're stuck at home, so we keep that variety. Hopefully you saw there with that first exercise, we go into our bear crawl position, which is with our knees under our hips and our hands under our shoulders. Then we're going to step forward with the hands, jump the legs in, so we end up back in that bear crawl position again, then jump out and walk the hands back. So trying to get into a rhythm of that. You've got 4 rounds to practice. Let's go. That's the first round done, so you've got 10 seconds rest, same exercise again. Make sure you keep your knees off the floor when you're working the exercise, and listen out for the beep of the timer so you know when to start and stop. Okay, so next we've got a rollover sit-up. You do 1 sit-up, you roll over, and then you roll back and do another sit-up. Again, these movements are here to keep you guessing and keep your heart rate up and still get in that crucial core work. Okay, for our next exercise, we've got 1 press up and 2 mountain climbers. If you can't do press ups, do 1 shoulder tap each side and then 2 mountain climbers. The last movement before the longer break, we're going to squat down, fall forwards and catch ourselves in the bear crawl position, then rock back onto the heels and stand up out of that squat. Make sure you push the heels down to the floor before you stand up, and at the top of each squat you stand up with your best posture. Use your core to catch yourself before your knees hit the floor. Well done guys, take 1 minute rest. 16 rounds is a long time to spend doing Tabata. You've done really well so far. We're going to do all of that one more time through. These movements are a little bit different to regular exercises, so hopefully by doing it twice you'll have had plenty of practice. You'll be really fluid at them this time around, and that will enable you to get your heart rate up real high. So to reiterate, we've got our bear walkout, starting in the bear crawl position, walking the hands out, jumping the feet in, then jumping the feet out and walking the hands in. We've got our rollover sit-ups, which is where you roll over between each sit-up, quite obvious. Press up mountain climbers, or you can do the shoulder tap mountain climbers instead, and then our bear squats. You do 4 rounds of each as hard as you can. You should get that heart rate up nice and high, burn plenty of calories. Ready guys, and let's go again. Well done guys, you've got 30 seconds rest just to have a drink and bring that heart rate back down under control, and then we'll start with our stretches. So 30 seconds each stretch. We're going to go down into that child pose that you did at the beginning in your warm-up. This time we're going to hold it statically. We're going to take some deep breaths in this position. And next, laying down onto our front, pushing your hips into the floor and pulling your heel to your bum. Let your head rest down on your hands so that you can relax your back. And change side. And taking your hands together behind your back, squeezing your shoulder blades back, lifting the chest and raise the arms. Last stretch we're going to do for today, we're going to pull the ear to the shoulder, keep your opposite shoulder down and relaxed. And change side, other side. And relax there guys, you are done. Well done, have a great rest of your day.